Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm actually gonna be doing a video for spiking. So let's go use the screen capture and let's go to their website. And so this is the spiking website, I think. Can we go to the main page? This is not the main page. Yeah, there we go. This is the main page. So yesterday I actually did see this presentation, the ICO presentation of spiking. So this is basically a very app-based driven ICO slash token. And what this app actually can do, it's supposedly going to tell you where the big quote unquote whales are, so the biggest, market makers. And they're gonna tell you what they're doing, like what are they buying or selling and things like that. And to me, is the ideas right now it's not 100% sold yet, because it's nothing really new. What's new is the fact that they're using a token for this type of thing. Okay, so they're spiking this. They're planning on using this guy's connection. I guess he used to work in Wall Street slash um, on the financial side in Hong Kong or in Singapore, and he would provide the insiders trading, I guess, in a way, but I guess not really in the inside. I guess the insights of the insiders. But by the time they actually do these positions, that's kind of over already, right? So to me, it's always difficult if you actually want to follow them, follow the whales, follow the big movers and market makers. So for me, I just don't see that token can be used in this. So it is really difficult for me to actually conceptualize how the token is going to be integrated. Look, I mean, it could be just a paid app. You don't have to deal with the tokens that has these type of insights. So I don't know about it. I don't know like how this is really that useful. I think it's possible to Spike is a new app to excite the financial technology community. It brings transparency to the Singapore Stock Trading Exchange through real-time verified information on trades made by big-time sophisticated investors. In short, we can help you to invest smarter. Yeah, I think it's great, but at the same time, we will never 100% understand why the market makers make certain moves, because they got different teams and different methodologies. And I don't know if you actually want to take the bait. Sometimes they want people to take the bait. So it is possible that we can take the bait from the big investors. I mean, they say they fake all the time. They're faking moves. And how do I know which moves are fake and which ones are not? And that's a little bit unfortunate. That's what it's going to be difficult for me to actually invest in this app in the long run, because it has to do with an execution for me as well. Okay, so this app currently that I have on my phone, it doesn't do the execution. So that's what I'm really afraid of. That's what I really want to have, is to have an integrated app that I can use the token, that I could trade the token for certain stocks, for certain market making news. I mean, look, if it is accurate for the app, for the ecosystem, the token prices should go up at the same time. So if the market goes up or it goes down, doesn't really matter. The token should go up regardless, because of the fact that it's capturing the right moves, and most people actually use this app. It's gold. I mean, seriously, you cannot actually pay enough dollars to actually know for sure you could actually make money. Imagine if I could go to a casino, actually make a lot of money from the casinos. If I had to pay $1,000 or $10,000 to get that info, to get that insight, or to get that future crystal ball thing, am I going to pay for it? Yeah, I'm going to pay for it. But the thing is, if it is for free, or if it is at a relatively low cost, then nobody, that means nobody wants it. So if it is too expensive, then nobody wants to buy it either. So do you know what I'm saying? So this is, it's a tough position that this guy actually made, but I think it would make more sense for the financial community, because they used to getting these insiders info and make money out of it. But the thing is if we're really truly moving to the next generation of decentralization, then we shouldn't rely on these type of information of the big whales. Shouldn't you be able to move the market? Because through decentralization, through peer-to-peer, I mean, imagine if it is the other way around, that I'm very interested in certain business, and other investors who are small-time investors as well, they're interested in it as well. And we're beginning to build a community on it, and then people actually want to trade that instead. Wouldn't that be a more of an first-hand information than following the big whale? So to me, I don't really want to follow the big whale. I actually want to set a trend. I actually want to be the person that I see something that I like, and I know for sure that I'm good at spotting it out, which I think for my entire life is pretty good. And that I have a follower, that I follow people that follows me, and invest together with me, and actually get into a product or a service that I enjoy. So this is kind of like the opposite of what I really wanted. Even though it is possible for me to actually make some money out of this, if there are a lot of bankers and his buddies and stuff like that, what he claimed to be, for the ICO and pre-ICO sales, it's kind of defeating the purpose of the blockchain technology. So the blockchain technology is really to decentralize everything, meaning the fact that's like these information, it's going to be coming from peer-to-peer. It's going to be coming from the guy next to you, coming from like, the janitor, what she thinks, what she's interested in, or, the people who are middle management, just regular people, regular folks. They actually have a say. So that is actually the whole point of decentralization, is to have a say. It's not having the hierarchy. So in a way, this app or this ideology of the founder, he's kind of basing it on his past experiences as a very successful banker, I would assume. So, but to me, it's not the direction that most um, blockchain enthusiasts are interested in, because they are about decentralization. They are about um, decentralizing the regulations and various things. So that makes it's interesting for us. And this is kind of like, going back in time, going back to the Wolf of Wall Street time, And then I think, to me, it's possible for someone out there to actually really make it and catch the trend and things like that. And I want to ride with the people who are catching the trend fast, and not necessarily on the big whale, because the big whales, they have to hire those people to work for them. And when you actually hire somebody, well, you know what the problem is like they actually work less hard than they're working for themselves. So you will never actually catch the person at the prime. You have to buy them post prime. You know what I mean? So, that is the thing. I mean, that would be the most exciting thing. I mean, imagine if you actually can date, I guess, anybody, a person at their prime, and spend your best time, with that person, whether that guy is, nicest or most handsome or most physically like in shape. You want to be dating at that time while his career is flying. Everything is going well with him. You know what I'm saying? You want to be with that person. Versus for a person who's already established and married, it, or like getting old. It might be the last run for them. It's not like you don't want to be with that person, but you want to see anybody's person's prime when they're most passionate, when they have the most, physical, everything together. So to me, this app is just not integrated enough and not decentralized enough for my own taste. And so I don't think that I'm gonna put too much bucks on it, even though it's getting a really good rating on ICO Bench. Um, but I think the product and the concept, they're getting a lower score compared to the editor's review. So that is actually where I agree the most. That's like, right now the app is actually not doing that much. And right now the app doesn't have a lot of decentralization, doesn't have a lot of executions either. So that's what I think, and I don't know what you think. Let me know in comments below. Thanks.